Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Medieval Blacksmith. This is set number 21325. It comes with 2,164 pieces, and it is actually the 33rd set in the LEGO Ideas theme. That's actually really crazy that they've come this far. Anyways, let me get right into the set review. So we actually have 4 minifigures and 2 animals, but I think I'll be reviewing those at the very end. So what I'm going to do is actually just move all of those guys right out of the way and take a look here at the main build. So obviously this takes up the majority of the pieces, and it was actually split into I think 13 bags, so a fairly big set, yeah, and it was a lot of fun to put together. I think what I'm going to do is really give you a 360 view, just a real quick overview. And then what I'm going to do, is just go through each and every layer real quick. And yes, you heard me correct. There are 3 different layers. So we have the ground floor, the middle floor, and then the roof/top floor. So I hope you guys have seen a little bit of what's going on. And I'm just going to take off this top floor and we'll just get started. I will do my best to try and reference and show you everything that's in this, but if I miss anything, let me know. I'd love to know what it is. Anyway, so this is the first floor with the actual blacksmith stuff going on. We have 2 swords over here. We have a little anvil. We have a sword that actually looks like it's being forged right now. And actually over here, there's a little pair of bellows, and it's connected to a light brick. So when you push on it, that lights up, and I just thought that was such a cool little feature. I haven't seen a light brick in a set in a while, and I thought that was very nice. We have a couple of round tiles. Oh my god, clumsy little me. Sorry about that, guys. So it just popped right off. And yeah, so we have a couple of those, and then some flowers and leaves around. So I'm just going to continue rotating it this side. So this is a cool little feature. There are actually some arches, right, coming that way. And really the purpose of that is to support the next level, because the next level goes over right on those. So I thought that was very cool. We also have some pumpkins. Well, I think 1 pumpkin and some other plant that's growing over here. Also a little bone that could be for the dog, or maybe just some other bones sitting around there. Now I thought this would be a good time to talk about the tiling that they used. So really what it is it's alternating pattern, and one of them is always a 1x2 tile. And if I just take this off, I'll show you exactly how it works. So there is a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side over there. And I will just zoom in. And really what they had you do is, normally you just put a thing on, and they actually had you slide it so it just sits flush like that. And I thought that was a really cool technique. Never seen that before in an actual set. I mean, I sure know that mock builders use it, but I thought that was very cool. This side is a little bit plain, but it's still very nice. We have a little bit of railing, I guess, coming out over here, and then the windows and an arch over here. Now finally over here you can probably see that the tree has begun to show up a little bit. It's actually a fairly nice tree. It comes with some apples, and I don't know, the tree is very nice. I have to say that in my experience, covering it up and just protecting from dust and stuff, it has come off a couple times. I know that's maybe not the intended thing to be putting things over it every time. I really think it's very painful to clean the dust off this, so I like to cover it up. Anyways, I thought it was a very unique method with the plant stems for the leaves, and they actually have a little target there as well. They use this curved piece in dark brown for the trunk of the tree. And we come around over here, we see that there's also a well over there. I thought that was very neat. A bucket, and I think the handle of that bucket, actually, I took that off, so that's not exactly how it's supposed to be. I will not try and put that on. I'll leave that there for now. And an adjustable roof or covering over there. And finally, there's a very small opening over here that you might have had the chance to see. And actually, this is very hard to catch on camera, but there are a couple of logs in there. It's really, that's all that's in there, and it's very difficult to actually get in there with a camera. So that's my look at that, some of the logs over there. Okay, so some more detailing over here, and then finally we really have the stairs, which lead up to the next level. Those are brick built and just stacked one on top of the other. And this beam, I guess the wooden fixture, goes right up to the next floor. So that being said, let's take a look at the interior. So I am just going to move my camera a little bit and show you that. Okay, so here we have the interior. Apologies if it's a little bit dark. I'll try and correct the color a little bit later. But I'll show you because there's a lot of stuff going on over here. So starting over here on the very left. Okay, so over there we have a couple of bar 4Ls. So I'm honestly not 100% sure what that's supposed to be. There are a couple of different options. Maybe it's just some raw material. Here we have a broom, a shovel, and a hammer. Another anvil right over there. And over here, I guess we have some other stuff that he's worked on. We have a knight's helmet. We have a little pot, and then a pan. Coming over on this side, we have another box, which looks to be coal or something of that sort. There's some ingots in there. And over here we have something that can be rotated. I'm assuming this might be some sort of smoothing out surface, maybe something like that. I do wish I did a little bit more research before I made this video. And then up here we have two of the shoulder pads, or sorry, well, more of armor really. And then a shield over here. I'm sure some of you guys are laughing at me, my lack of knowledge. Finally, over here we have a dark pile, almost imperceptible on the camera. What that is actually is a couple of 1x1 tiles. And I think what that's supposed to be is some coal. So yeah, that's really everything we have on the first floor. Okay, so next up we have the second floor. This is what I'm assuming to be made out of wood and some other material. I'm not sure what the white and the tan is actually supposed to make up. They did use a lot of masonry bricks in this set in a variety of colors. We have some here in light bluish gray and tan. And here we have what I can only assume to be the logo of the medieval blacksmith. Very nice printed piece actually. And we have the beginning of what will be the roof with the pentagonal tiles from the Nexonite series. Now as I take this around, you can see a little bit more of the detailing that they did on the outside with the curved tiles. And I thought that was wonderfully done. The little ledge or railing that comes out here is perfectly aligned with the tiles. So it makes a very cool pattern. I think they did a phenomenal job on this. The pattern continues on this side, and they actually use door pieces here to support it up, along with some arches. And this all here connects right back onto the first floor, so I thought that was also neat. And we have another door that's built almost identical to the first floor. I guess with all that talk, we will take a look at the interior now. Okay. So here we actually have the interior of the second floor. Quite a bit going on over here. Actually a kitchen, table over there. We have a leaf, two goblets or glasses, and a chicken piece. Finally, we have two chairs in there. I'll just take one out so you can get a better look at it. So this actually has a couple of cones on the bottom, which is so you can actually sit. They stayed in the build-up. And another very clever parts usage, they actually have axes connected to the 1x1 stud with hole. So I thought that was a very clever build. My only issue with this was the scale. I thought it was a bit large for a minifigure, but still very well done. And some rounded tiles down over there at the bottom. So I'm just gonna have to get that back in there. And we have a couple of little flames, and that is used to keep this lit in the nighttime. And then we have a staircase which will take us to the next level. More actually going on over here. A piece over here which I am not 100% sure. I guess that's to redirect any hot air there. Maybe I'm completely off base. And this was so clever. They have a carrot up there and a 1x1 tile in orange, which I assume is supposed to be a cut piece of the carrot. Such a wonderful little detail. And some pans over there. It's very dark, so I'm sorry if you can't see that. Finally over here, we have some more stuff going on. Again, quite hidden away, so if you cannot see that, I do apologize. That is supposed to be a pot and a little bucket or pot, again, in the background. Okay, and finally here we have the third floor. So this has a very distinct look. Compared to the rest of the build, it really stands out with its very bright, colorful colors. Sorry for the lack of a better word. So it actually starts off a bit darker down here, and it really just comes a little bit lighter towards the top. I thought that was very well done. It's almost, it's very hard to notice. Well, maybe that's just the lighting I'm in. On the camera, it actually is a lot more obvious. So these are black, then these are dark blue, these are blue. So it just kind of goes up slowly. And then at the top, we have sand green. A lot of the pentagonal tiles, and this different angle is actually achieved by two ball and socket pieces inside. Now, the reason this is actually broken up into two is for space here and here. Now, one thing that I thought you guys might find very interesting is this is actually not really connected to anything. It's really just sitting in here. These two pieces are just keeping it in, but there's nothing really holding it back from just coming out. I thought that was interesting because that's not really something you see in Lego a lot. It's just something just sitting there. I'll actually show you on this other side exactly what that looks like. So there's no obstructions here. A couple of grills, I guess maybe that's supposed to be worn down. And all I have to do is just pull over here and it just comes out. So there are a couple of the anti-curved tiles, and that just shows you also how it's built up. And these just sit and rest on these panel pieces down here. I think I'll just go right into the interior in just a little bit. I wanted to show you the sides as well. And on the sides we have what is actually an A-frame. So this is a reinforced piece, sits right here and is capped off with that. And it actually connects inside as well with the pins. And it is the same on this side. Well, not exactly. They have a bit of an extension over here. Also looks quite nice. Okay, so here we have the interior for the third floor. It is connected over here by a stair piece in the other floor, and that's really where you come in. Again, sorry about the weird lighting. So here, a very interesting choice. That is what I assume to be a bear rug. So I don't know, I didn't expect that coming from Lego. It is very well done and instantly recognizable, although a bit, I guess, out of line with what we usually see from Lego. Here we have another very, very well done build. When I say another, I mean another one from Lego. So I'll try and take it out without destroying it too much. There's some pieces that actually hold it down, but this is what the bed looks like. I thought this is really one of the best things they've done to date. The tiles up here are used for the pillows, and over here they have the underside. So this is supposed to be a bed sheet, and then over here is the actual bed itself. And I thought that was so cool that they actually put those on different levels. So this is really a very well thought out build. And then they have some more stuff going on over here, a centered tile, and then two of the scroll pieces. So super, super cool. I really, really like what they have done with this. There's not too much more. I'll try and do my best to show it to you without really getting too dark in here. There's a chest over here, and guess I'll just try and take that out if I can. It is really wedged in there. Okay, so this is a medium nougat chest, comes with a backpack, and I assume, what is that? A compass. So two very cool things. It's actually so big that this doesn't even close. You just sort of have to leave it open in there. We have a little seat over here, and that's really the last thing up here. It says once upon a time. It's a printed tile, which I will actually take out now to show you guys. That is the tile. I feel like that would be quite valuable on Bricklink. Little blue seat for him to sit, and a pen as well. It's quite small in there. Finally, a light. All right, so here we have the horse and carriage that comes with this set. This is actually the 14th bag, and I don't know, I found it sort of strange that they had this after, like at the very end. Usually they put something like this at the very beginning. Regardless, it's a very well done build. It's simple, obviously, but very, very efficient use of pieces. We have a lamp going on over here, a horse that is actually new. I think they did something new with the tail over there, so that's new for 2021. We have a ingot piece over there on the side that just connects all of it to the buggy. And this is just a ball and socket, so it just hinges just like that. Some standard wheels, so just goes up back and forth like that. Some of the log pieces, the 1x4 log in medium nougat. And then we have the suggestion of a shield over here. This is actually the fence piece in reddish brown. I don't know if you guys can notice that, so super cool. And then over here we have a little bit of interior space with a sack or a bag. The horse actually can be disconnected from this, and you can see that this is actually coming off as I do that. Sorry about that. And they include a 1x1 brick with a tile on top, so you can put that on the horse and it just looks like a normal horse that way. Okay, so finally we have the minifigures over here. I actually don't know the exact names, but I'll do my best over here. So we have two of the knights over here, the blacksmith, and I believe the blacksmith's wife over here. So they do actually have a couple of extra accessories over here. I guess two of the little knight's helmets, a shield, and a sword. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the sword came from the blacksmith itself, or maybe it's just another sword over here. And we actually also have a dog which came with the set. I guess you can assume that it is the blacksmith's dog, and it is done in the speckled sort of color. So it has the light bluish gray and the white mixed in. Very cool. Anyways, the blacksmith comes with dark orange hair and beard, and he has a little apron on and his hammer. What the blacksmith's wife has is a quiver and a bow and arrow. And then I guess she has dual molded legs, something I thought was very cool, and the same hair they've used for Leia in the past. Then the two knights are identical with their torsos and their legs. The only difference really is their armor, head, and then their hair. Two actually fairly new hair pieces as well, and the knight over here has a fairly large weapon as well. So yeah, that's really it for these minifigs. Okay, so in general, I really enjoyed putting this set together. I thought it was phenomenally designed. They had so many little details in there, and for the value, I think it is exceptional. $150 for 2,164 pieces is great. Maybe I overstated it there with the exceptional part. It's not exceptional because they do have sets like that. I was just thinking, for example, the Ninjago City Guard, it's $300, 5,000 plus pieces. So another set with good price to part ratio. And I think one of the best things about this set is they had a very good balance of big architectural and actually building related elements. So some very cool builds like that, and very nice details. So they had a good mix of both. Sometimes sets end up focusing too much on the details, or they focus too much on the building itself. So as a playset, it had a very good mix of both those features. I would give this set a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's even hard for me to think right now what things I would improve. Really, the only thing I wish they made more of these medieval sort of sets. Really cool stuff. Yeah, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Once again, have a very good day, and I'll see you soon.